What is good? It's Jack the Clueless Brit, and today we're going to be checking out the rules of American football explained. Now, from looking at a few of the videos we've done, I'm starting to get the gist of this sport, and I'm loving it a lot. Like, I'm definitely going to be checking out the highlights from today's games. I believe it's the playoff games, or I can't remember what it's called, but it's the final four teams before the Super Bowl. So if I'm able to react to those, I will if they let me upload that. I don't know what kind of the copyright rules are here on YouTube for American football. But we're going to be checking out the rules of American football explained. I might know some of it. I might learn a new things. We're going to do quite a few videos like this, learn about the defense, the rules, the flags, those type of thing. I really want to know about this sport because I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. Now, before we get into the video, there are two things we've got to do. Number one, you go down below and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. I will put my headphones on. Let's try and learn some American football rules. Let's go.
Nin explains the rules of American football. The object of the game is for your team to score more points than the opposing team. Teams are made up of 46 players in the NFL, with 11 players taking to the field at any one time.
I thought it'd
The
be more
field is
than 11
100 yards long by 53 yards wide, with two 10-yard end zones at each end. White markings on the field help players, referees and spectators keep a track of what's going on. The game starts with a kickoff. The team with possession of the ball is known as the offense, and the team without the ball is the defense. The job of the offense is to move the ball up the field and try and score points. This can be done by either running forwards with the ball, or by throwing it up the field for a teammate to catch.
Maybe this is like the basics. So like I know the basics, so maybe I've clicked on the wrong video.
The offense is given 4 chances, or 4 downs, to make at least 10 yards. If the offense manages to move the ball 10 yards or more, they will retain possession of the ball, whilst given another 4 downs to make another 10 yards. On your TV screen you will see this graphic.
I won't pause it too often, but I'm going to have to Google it, or if someone knows the answer, it'd be cool. Rugby league is kind of the same when if you get tackled, it stops, you put the ball down, and you have the 4 kind of phases, right? So I'm wondering what came first, because obviously American football is kind of developed in a way after rugby. Obviously then it has got expanded to the massive game it is now. But did rugby league then come out after American football? Because that way we can't really say that American football kind of copied rugby if a game of rugby got copied.
This tells you what down the team is on, and this tells you how many yards they need to make. If you're also watching this on TV, they will also show you the lines they need to cross in order to make their downs. The defense's job is to stop the offense moving the ball forwards by tackling. This includes pulling them to the ground, stopping them from moving forward, or forcing them off the field. If the offense fails to move the ball 10 yards within 4 downs, the ball is given to the defending team at that point. The defending team will then bring on their offensive players and try and move the ball in the opposite direction so
the blue
that they
line,
can score.
Obviously the line of scrimmage, right? Is there an indicator for the kind of quarterback on the side of the pitches to know, don't cross here? Like I can see the orange poles for the 10 yards they need to get, but is there kind of one there as well so the quarterback at least knows I can't go in front of there? Because I've seen them sometimes throw the ball right on the line, and I'm just wondering how they know.
You'll most likely see the offense kick the ball away on 4th down to make it more difficult for the other team to score. Teams will usually have 3 different units of 11 players that come on the field at different times. They include the offense. These players will usually come on the field when they have possession of the ball. The offensive unit consists of...
Oh, here we go. Right. O tackle, O guard, O centre, O guard, O tackle, tight end, 2 wide receivers, a quarterback, fullback, and a running back. Can you, if I wanted to have 2 wide receivers on the left and just the one on the right, could I get rid of a fullback and a running back, or would they just have to kind of slot in? Do you know what I mean? Could you get rid of the running back and the fullback and have 2 wide receivers on either side if you were like going to throw it? Maybe that would kind of give away what you're doing. Maybe that's what I don't know.
These positions.
I'll learn all this stuff, but...
The quarterback is the most important player on the field, as he's the one who decides to pass the ball up the field, hand it off to a teammate so that they can run with it, or decide to run with it himself. These offensive line positions are usually responsible for protecting the quarterback. The wide receivers are responsible for running down the field to catch the ball thrown by the quarterback. The tight end is responsible for blocking and also catching the ball in the middle of the field. And the running back and fullback is responsible for running with the ball up the field. The defense. These players will usually come on the field when the other team has the ball.
Are we going to get a
the defensive unit consists
of... we are. Okay. 4, 5, 6. This is 11 again.
these positions. The defensive line is responsible for moving past the offensive line. The linebackers stop running backs coming through the defensive line, and they're also responsible for attacking the quarterback. The cornerbacks try and stop the wide receivers, and the safeties try and stop the pass up the middle of the field. Special teams. Special teams are specialist players that come on the field when there's a kick involved. Within the special teams is a mixture of offensive and defensive players, mixed with either a punter or kicker for offense, or a punt returner for defense. Now you know what all the players do and how the game is played. But how do you score? In American football, there's 4 different ways of scoring. Number 1, a touchdown. The main way of scoring is via a touchdown. If the ball is carried into the end zone area, or thrown and caught in the end zone, this is a touchdown and is worth 6 points. Unlike in rugby, you don't need to touch the ball down onto the ground. All you have to do is cross the line with the nose of the ball to score. Number 2,
that's
extra points.
Officially confirmed for me.
Once a touchdown has been scored, you have the option of kicking it through the uprights for an extra point, or try and pass or run the ball into the end zone for an extra 2 points.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing. So that's something I've definitely learned in this one. I didn't know you had a choice of, we'd call it a conversion in rugby.
Teams play it safe and go with the 1 point.
I'd imagine it would only
Number 3,
happen if you're
field goal. At any time, the team with the ball can kick the ball between the posts and over the crossbar. To do this, they must hand it to a teammate who will hold it down to the ground, ready for the kicker to make a kick. A successful kick scores 3 points. Number 4, a safety. If the defense tackles an offensive player behind his own goal line, the defending team scores 2 points. The game is played in 4 15-minute quarters for a combined playing time of 60 minutes. High score at the end of 60 minutes wins. Ties are rare in American football, and overtime periods
because if you're kind of close to your touchdown area, I don't know what the end zone, that was it. The quarterback needs space to step back. So if he gets sacked, you're going to lose 2 points, or the other team's going to gain 2 points. That sounds a little harsh. So I guess you would run out on that.
Different leagues have different rules about tie games. Is that it? Is that all I need to know? Well, you're almost there, but American football is filled with lots of rules, and you'll need to understand a few more of them before playing or watching a game. For example, fumble. If a ball carrier drops the ball, that's a fumble. Any player on the field can recover the ball by diving onto it. The team that recovers a fumble gets possession of the ball. Interception.
It does like this Cowboys,
an aggressive defense can regain possession of the ball by catching or intercepting passes that are meant for players on the other team. Both fumble recoveries and interceptions can be run back into the end zone for touchdowns. Sack. If the defense tackles a quarterback whilst he has possession of the ball, this is known as a sack. This is detrimental to the offense as a down is wasted, and this usually results in a loss of yards. Incomplete pass.
Right. This might sound like a stupid question then. So if you were 10, so you're first and 10, let's say, and you get tackled, the quarterback gets sacked 10 yards, does that become 2nd and 20? Like if he got pushed back 10 yards. I think I've got that right. I think.
Pass intended to a receiver hits the ground first, or is thrown out of bounds. This is ruled an incomplete pass. A down is wasted, and play restarts from the spot of the last down. Penalty. If a player breaks one of the rules, referees will throw flags onto the field. They will determine who made the foul, and how many yards his team should be penalised. Challenge. If a coach disagrees with the decision on the field, they can throw red flags onto the field. The previous play will then be reviewed, and if the challenge is successful, the ruling on the field is reversed. If the challenge is unsuccessful and the ruling on the field stands, they forfeit 1 timeout. Timeout. If a team wants to stop the clock to regroup, take a break, or discuss strategy, they are allowed 3 timeouts per half.
I don't agree with timeouts.
Each timeout lasts 60 seconds,
personally,
and players get a break of 12 minutes at halftime.
I guess you could use it strategically quite well.
Now this is a lot to take in, but once you start playing or watching American football, the rules will become clear. If you found this video at all helpful, please like, share with your friends, rate, comment and subscribe.
Hold on, so he just took a knee.
If you found this video at all helpful, please like, share with your friends. The rules will become clear. This is a lot to take in, but once you start playing or watching American football, the rules will become clear. If you found,
because you get a certain amount of time, right, before you have to at least start the next play. So if he's taking a knee within 30 seconds, the clock was still going. That basically ended
this video at all helpful, please like, share with your friends, rate, comment and subscribe. It takes me ages to make one of these things, and good karma is very much appreciated. Be sure to follow me on Twitter also, but in the meantime, enjoy American football.
Okay. I feel like I've learned a bit more in that one. You know, that kind of seemed like that was basic. You know, that was if you've never seen anything, and we've watched quite a few videos so far. We are checking out all the teams still. But I liked that a lot. Like I feel like I have learned, and that's what I want to do. I want to learn, and we are going to be checking out more about the defense, because a lot of you saying I should kind of learn how to read the defense a little bit. And we'll also check out some compilations as well. We'll look at the best passes, the best dukes. That one's come up quite a lot. And some more hard-hitting tackles. As you guys know, that is my favourite thing we've seen so far. So let me know what you want me to check next. What is your favourite team? Because that's what I want to know. I want to know your guys' favourite team. And while you're down there, if you could hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button. Hope you all have a great day. Peace.